Okay, today's recipe, shepherd pie. Follow along. Alright, today's meal is going to be shepherd's pie, but without the shepherd. Anyway, what I got in here is some onions, caramelized, as well as some ground beef. Cooking slowly, but it's cooking. And then over here we have some potatoes. So I will show you how to put all of this together with the ingredients in a little bit. Stick around. Alright, so our onions and our beef is done. We're gonna heat this up a little bit, and then we're going to add our beef broth. Alright, we're gonna add some vegetables, frozen. We're just going to just cook in with the onions and the ground beef. Glaze the bottom of this pan. Give it a stir. All those flavor bits off the bottom. Gonna let this heat up. Then when it comes back up, we'll add our cornstarch slurry to thicken up, tighten it up, and then I'll show you how to put it all together. Alright, let's back up to simmer. So we just pour our cornstarch slurry in here. We just want to tighten this up a little bit. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin either. If it looks like it may not thicken up, then we'll add a little more cornstarch slurry to this to thicken it up. Alright, this is what you're looking for. It's thick, but not overly thick. You don't want it like paste, but you don't want it runny either. But I'll leave the recipe in the description for you guys anyway. Alright, pretty straightforward. Take our container, oven proof, put it right inside here. About 3/4 of the way. Smush it down with your spoonie. Alright, I'm going to take our potatoes. Flatten it out to the edges. Doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be edible. I have some thick cut cheese mixed with some Parmesan. Right over the top. Like I said, if you made a mess, you get extra points. So what we're going to do with these now, I'm going to make the other one. And then put them in your oven at 350. In my case, air fryer works perfectly. If you want to make these ahead of time, go ahead. You can actually put them in a crock pot with a little bit of water on low. Okay, with these inside, you don't need to cover them. They'll heat everything up inside it, and then when you get ready to serve it, just put it in your oven to melt the cheese. So we'll be back. Alright, there we go. It's about 3:30, 3:45 here. My wife doesn't get home on the leeward side of about 5:30 by the time we're done. and want to have dinner, it's about 6. So again, half a cup of water in the bottom of your crock pot. Wrap these little rascals in foil, make sure that all the way around that they're tight, and then you put the cover on, put them on low, and they will hold. And then when you get ready to eat, just drop them into your oven to melt the cheese and brown it up, and serve it with some crusty bread excuse me, or a salad, or whatever you choose. So I will show you what these look like when they come out, when we're done and getting ready to serve them. Alright, so 375 degrees until the cheese melts, about 9 minutes. Alright, there you go. So yeah, give this a try, not hard to do. You can put it in the oven, I just use my air fryer, it's just easier that way. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you do, give it a like, leave a comment if you would like to try this out, and we'll see you in the next one.